I don't think it matters exactly what is in your morning routine. I think it matters more that you do it. I think setting the intention of taking care of yourself every morning and taking a moment for yourself to do intentional self-care and self-work is very powerful and really activates that part of your brain that's like, I should be intentional with what I do, especially the first hour, 2 hours that I wake up. That is a very important time of the day. That's what I want to talk about. I'm also going to share what is in my morning routine. Morning routine. Like, I know that it's like a self-improvement thing to like research billionaire morning routines and be like, oh, this is how they're successful. And maybe I mean, I'm sure that is a factor in how they gain their success, but I think the most important thing is that they do it. Everyone has different resources, everyone has different amounts of energy, of mental energy, of physical energy. I deal with a lot of chronic pain issues, as well as anxiety and depression. The last 2 days, I felt horribly depressed, and I've still done my morning routine. And it's helped so much. So this is what I want to talk about, because if you watch or follow Dr. K from Healthy Gamer, I read a community post the other day where they talked about the important thing is what you do today, not that you've done something for 30 days in a row, because the 31st day you might fail and then automatically you're failing even though you've done something for 30 days. It doesn't matter what your streak is, it matters what you do in this current moment. Making this video, like, I didn't want to record today, but I knew that I needed a video for next week, so I'm taking this moment to do the work. This is the morning routine for when you're depressed, when you're chronically ill, when you just don't have the will to get out of bed. This is what I do when I feel like that. Let me talk about my morning routine, because I do think that I have a pretty good one for my chronic pain, my depression. So this is the first thing that I have on my list. The first thing I have on my list puts into perspective the rest of the day. So the first thing I have is like wake up. If I wake up, it's a good day. You know, I could have not woken up. Something terribly wrong could have happened and I could not be alive. So I'm taking this moment to be grateful that I have a day. I have this day. Like, I'm not guaranteed this day. So wake up, I check that off. Brush teeth, especially for people who are depressed or chronically ill. Please take care of your teeth. Please, as someone with a bunch of dental issues, please take care of your teeth. It is so important. I know it's hard when you're depressed. It's very, very important to take care of your teeth. Then I drink at least 2 cups of water because I'm chronically dehydrated. I journal 1 page, draw 1 thing, stretch, and then do 5 minutes of meditation. It's pretty simple. Like, there's not a lot to it. It's like the basic stuff you'd probably find in most morning routines. Like, I don't do like an ice bath or like a shower, a cold shower. I'm not doing that. You can't make me do that. I've realized recently that I've kind of never taken responsibility and control over my own self-care. And when I say self-care, I don't want to use it in this sort of like flippant like way that most people hear. It's like self-care, you should take a bath. Like, maybe that is self-care for you, but I think what I literally mean is taking care of my physical and mental health, because I do not have very good either of those. Both of those start at a very low level compared to other people. It's my responsibility, it's on me to do whatever I can to increase that. I'm gonna talk through why I have each of these in my morning routine. Journaling, pretty basic again, but like in the morning I will often have emotional flashbacks or distressing dreams, or just lots of thoughts like swirling in my head. So it really helps me to be able to have that moment of just reflection. And then drawing 1 thing, because I am an artist and I want to draw more. And then stretching, again, that chronic pain. There are things that I can do to help maintain and even increase my physical health, but I haven't been doing that. And I want to start, so I think every day in January, since January 1st, I have stretched. I haven't seen a lot of results yet, but hopefully we will in the future. And then meditating, because like obviously meditating, if you want to know why you should meditate, well, I don't have a video of why you should meditate, but if you want to learn how to meditate, if you have anxiety, you should check out a video I made about that, because I have gotten meditation for anxiety down to a T. I do it in a very weird way. Like, I use music, I use moving around, I use different textures, like I make it my thing. So that is basically what my morning routine is. And it's not that different than my evening routine either, but again, it doesn't matter what it is. I would say whenever you're making your own morning routine, first of all, just commit to doing it every morning. I'm gonna explain a couple points of how to make your morning routine work for you, regardless of what is specifically in your morning routine. So I'd say the first point is to make it very quick. If you're taking an hour, 2 hours to do your whole morning routine, you have a lot more free time and energy than I do. I would suggest 15 minutes tops, maybe 20. I think that I can do my morning routine in about 20 minutes, especially if you're employed, as I am, and especially if you have a job, you have to go places. 20 to 15 minutes, don't make it a whole thing. Like, if you're taking an hour, like, that's too much. That's too much. And I would say the second thing is, what is like a pain point specifically in the morning, or things that you do that like affect you for the rest of the day? For me, that's stretching or meditating. Those really help ground myself and ground me in my body, and also feel better in my body. And because I have a lot of pain issues, that's something that I have to actively maintain so that I'm not dealing with like a worse quality of life, basically. And then I think the third thing is add something into your morning routine that you genuinely look forward to doing. I don't like stretching at all. I hate it. It's horrible. I'd rather do literally anything else. But I love drawing, and I love journaling, and I love writing. What I will do is I will often do the worst part of my morning routine first, which is the stretching and meditating, because those have the most mental resistance for me to do. So I will do those first, get them out of the way because they're horrible and I hate them. And then I'll get to journal. I get to take out my really cute journal and journal in my journal and do all that stuff. I think this is a big part of my morning routine, is making parts of it really fun and just really looking forward to all that journaling stuff. This is my junk art / bullet journal, and I'm currently working on my February spread. So this is what it's looking like right now. Really liking it. So yeah, add that fun element, or like drink your favorite tea or coffee or whatever wakes you up in the morning. Make sure that you're making it enjoyable, because obviously I like to have something challenging in my morning routine to like wake my brain up. So, but I also want to make it fun. So I kind of have to balance both, if that makes sense. And if this is all too overwhelming, you can just like pick one thing every day. Maybe you're at the point where you're so depressed or you're having such a bad flare-up that like brushing your teeth is your morning routine. That is okay. I have been there. I have been there so many times. You should not feel ashamed for like being able to take care of yourself, whatever that looks like. And maybe you need to look into more resources, how to get more help, how to understand how your body works and how your brain works. And I'm kind of going through that process of understanding how to take care of myself actively, because I've been neglecting myself for so long, and I didn't even understand all the ways that I've been neglecting myself until a few weeks ago. If you look back at my channel, and also there's a video that I'm gonna be making in a couple of weeks where I talk about self-neglect, and I think that I didn't even understand the full extent of what I was doing to myself until now. And it's honestly crazy that I have been living like this. Like, I should not have been living like this. Like, I am someone that requires so much energy to maintain myself, and I haven't even been doing what I need to do. Not for other people, just for myself, to feel happy and healthy and safe in my body. I think my brain knows that I was not taking care of myself, and it was rebelling in a way. It's like, hey, like, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do the things you need to do, well, we're gonna be anxious all the fucking time. And it's not fun. It's not fun. I think the main thing about a morning routine is the routine. I think rituals and routines are extremely important to humans. We've been doing them for thousands of years. They're deeply embedded in our brains. And I think there's something a little bit spiritual about having a routine like this, like a morning routine and evening routine. I think there's something almost holy about it. It's powerful. Like, I can feel the energy of setting an intention in the morning. Even though I'm having the shittiest day, like today, it changes it ever so slightly to be like, oh, but I am actually being active in my own life. Like, I'm not just letting things happen to me. And I feel like for so long I have felt like things just happen to me and I'm not an active participant in my own life. And it's crazy that something so little as a morning routine could make me feel like an active participant, but it does, because when I wake up and I feel horrible and I feel anxious and depressed, and then I go stretch and it's horrible and I hate it, and my body's popping, my joints are popping, and it's horrible, I'm still doing it. It's sort of magical feeling that I don't know how to describe. So I highly recommend literally making it into a little ritual for yourself, like a magical ritual of setting an intention for your day. It can be anything, just the basics, like brushing your teeth, taking a shower, getting ready for work. Just write it down and check it off. The power of to-do lists is I'm gonna make a whole video about that, but it's like, it's a thing and you have to believe me. Those are my thoughts on morning routines. I thought it was a little topical because, you know, it's the new year. It's probably gonna be still January when I post this, but like New Year's resolutions, everyone's doing all that. I don't know how I feel about New Year's resolutions, but I feel like I'm doing them on accident, so maybe I'll make a video about that next year. But yeah, those are my thoughts about morning routines. I would love for you to write in the comments your morning routine, or even one step of it. Like, what's your favorite part of your morning? Like, is it the coffee? Is it the writing? Is it the just act of waking up itself? Like, is there something magical in that? I want you to tell me what you enjoy. That's basically it. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my video on meditation if you're interested, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.